This podcast contains adult language and crude humor. Listener discretion is advised.
Thralls! Balls! They're everywhere! Thralls Balls, the World of Warcraft podcast with a dirty mind and a clean behind. Hosted by Boomy Nation, sometimes Craig, Gershom, Johnny Tips, and Wooly. What's up, swingers? From the TBHQ in the grizzly lands of Wisconsin, welcome to a mini episode of Thralls Balls. We do not have a full episode coming out this week. That is because when it came time to record, turned out there were IRL conflicts, and one of us was sick, and one of us had pre-existing plans, so we just decided not to force it. But, because it is a new season launching as of today, the day this episode comes out, March 4th, I wanted to give you something. So, a couple episodes ago, I had spoken into existence that I wanted to give a bit of a rundown of the bosses in the new raid, Undermine, Liberation of Undermine. This is not a guide to how to kill them. No! This is, who the hell are they? Why do we want to kill them? Why are we killing them? Walk. W-A-W-K. I don't know, might visit that in the future for like delves or dungeons or new raids, because it was a lot of fun to write up. So, without further dudes,
let's get to it.
All right, stop right there. We have to pay for the song if I keep going. And if I make that joke again, we have to pay the Simpsons for stealing it. All right, up first, Vexy and the Gear Grinders. So that's the first boss in the raid, okay? So, Vexy's in this big-ass tank-looking motherfucker ready to fuck us up, right? So she's this little gabita, so like, hear me out, okay? I'm just saying, gotta give it to a little gabita. And my cat is meowing in the background. Anyway, she's got some buddies or cronies or like, I don't know, her lovers or some shit, who cares? And they come up on bikes and they're trying to fuck us up themselves and shit because apparently she's not doing it well enough herself, so they gotta come in and do it. But we kill them or we avoid them. I don't know, I didn't read that mechanic well enough. But anyway, apparently she's leading this Gear Grinders biker gang because of fucking course a goblin raid would start with a biker gang. That's badass, I don't give a fuck. And she apparently owes Gallywix for some shit or another. I don't know. Maybe he caught her doing something gross with a mechanical sheep. Who the hell knows? But she owes him, so she shows up, tries to stop us, so we're just ready to hump her tank until it goes boom. Now the other part of this is I want to say what each of these bosses would be if they were a liquor, right? So, if Vexy and the Gear Grinders were a liquor, I'm thinking she'd be a black licorice schnapps or something equally unpleasant, but also you kind of want to try it. Our second boss fight is the Cauldron of Carnage. So there's this big-ass robot gorilla named Torque and this equally big-ass robot T-fucking-Rex, right? And I didn't write down his name, but it's like Flan, Flare, Fun Fire, Flareon, who the fuck knows? I'm calling him Flareon. Anyway, Torque and Flareon, they want to beat the holy crap out of each other. So, like, we're going in there and fucking shit up, and we gotta keep them separate because they want to beat the holy crap out of us, too. And we gotta beat the holy crap out of them first. So, yeah, we gotta take that shit down. Why'd we go in there in the first place? Who fucking knows? Did we take a wrong turn? I don't know. Anyway, they want to beat us up. We want to beat them up. They want to beat each other up, but nobody wants to beat anyone off except for me. I mean, what? Anyway, they're big fucking robots, and we gotta put them down before they put us down. If they were a liquor, I'm thinking they'd be a shot of Fireball followed immediately by a shot of Black Rum, because holy goddamn fuck is that a 1-2 punch. Have you ever done that? When you gotta take back-to-back shots? Try it. Fireball followed by Black Rum. It's kinda awesome. Third boss, Rick Reverb. Dude, this motherfucker is a DJ. Like seriously, this goblin fella, he's flying around in this fucking mech that's also a goddamn DJ table. And he wants to kill us with sound and explosions and shit. Dude's got an ego, so he's gonna talk about himself, listen to himself, maybe even touch himself. I don't know. What's going on under that DJ table? Who knows? Maybe he's got his wiener out. I don't know. Why are you asking me? Anyway, He's on our ass because he knows we want to fuck up Gallywix, and he's like, oh, hell no. But let's be real, this dick face is going down. If he were a liquor, he'd be a shot of half blue Curacao, half Bacardi Limon, because music brings the people come together. I can't finish that song, and I can't finish this joke. Except anyway, in this case, it sends him straight to Goblin Hell, which I imagine is kind of like regular hell, except everyone's bank accounts are constantly overdrawn. I don't know, because goblins like their money, and then if their bank accounts are over... Yeah, shut up, the joke works. Boss number 4, Styx Bunk Junker. So, does your IRL garbage collection thingy person hang on to your garbage and like collect it? Cause I sure fucking hope not. Styx Bunk Junker is apparently a creep, and he keeps all the garbage he collects. Fucking weird, bro. I don't know exactly why he's attacking us. Maybe he's hoping he can find Gallywix's weird goblin wiener under that belly and play with it or something. I don't know. But it doesn't matter. IMHO, this creepazoid needs to go down just because he keeps a hold of your trash. What in the actual goddamn dick is that about? Anyway, this guy gives me creepy, uncomfy vibes. So if he were a liquor, he'd be a shot of Malort, followed immediately by a slowly sipped cement mixer shot. Fucking gross. Y'all know what a cement mixer is? It's a shot of Irish cream with friggin' lime juice dropped in to make that shit curdle. It's fucking nasty. It was the basis of the first attempt of the Unholy Death Night mixed drink of the week. That was disgusting. It fit the fucking theme. It fit Unholy Death Night, but it was disgusting. So if I remember right, we redid it. Anyway, we're not talking about the mixed drink of the week. We're talking about the Undermine bosses. The liberation of Undermine. Sorry, I'm only ever going to just call it Undermine because fuck you. Boss 5. Sprocketmonger Lockenstock. Dude's got a weird name, right? Anyway, the thing about this shithead is he's an inventor, so he's basically Stu from Rugrats, except instead of being a delusional dumbass who brings no income into his house, and honestly, as far as I know, neither does Dee Dee. So how the hell do they even afford to live, much less have a house, and support Stu's dad, because are they entirely living off his social security or something? Because that's kind of fucked up. Anyway... God, that's always bothered me. Lockenstock invents shit, and he's also cheap as shit, so he's trying to cut costs. And unfortunately, coming after us is gonna cut the cost too much, and this weirdo gonna die. Yeah, son. Don't mess with the fucking Horde. And also, I guess, some alliance, because, you know, there's mixed guilds. No, but still, we all know the Horde is the more badass side. Fight me. Anyway, if he were a shot, he'd be something innovative and experimental, but cheap and not necessarily very good. So what's cheap? Vodka? What else is cheap? Salt. What else is cheap? Off-brand Lucky Charms. So this dick slime is an innovative, cheap, terrible-sounding bottom-shelf vodka with off-brand Lucky Charm marshmallows floating in it, chased with a lick of salt off of your hand. Somebody try it. It sounds awful, but I want to know how awful, and I'm not willing to try that myself because that does not sound pleasant. Boss 6, the One-Armed Bandit. So, I had not looked into this fucking raid before I sat down to do this. I should, because we're going into the first raid on Thursday with my guild, but I didn't. So I saw the boss named One-Armed Bandit, and I was like, oh, sweet, I get to make jokes about jacking off. No! So, like, quick question, what the fuck? This is literally a slot machine. The boss is a goddamn slot machine. Why is a slot machine trying to kill us? Who knows? Does it want us to yank down on its one arm? Is that even an arm? That's sick fuck. Anyway, apparently we have to fight a damn slot machine. Who the hell saw that one coming? Why the hell do we need to kill a slot machine? My guess is we were on a hot streak in the casino, but then it made us lose everything we came to the casino with. Who knows? I don't. Do you? Shit, son. This is weird. And it like moves around and shit too. It doesn't just stay in one spot. Is it a robot? Does it have a soul stuck in it? Shit is wild, son. So if the One-Armed Bandit were a liquor, it's definitely a screwdriver made with Goldschlager and orange juice. Honey. Although now that I say that, I've never actually had Goldschlager, so I don't know if it's... I know it's got bits of gold in it. I don't know if it's a vodka or if it's some other kind of thing. I don't know. Someone correct me and call me a dumb shit because I need to know. Boss 7. This is the second to last boss, and he's a fucking ogre, man. Or is it they? He? They? Is a two-headed ogre 2 people, or is it just one person with 2 different personalities? And what if one of the heads wants to jerk off? Are they giving the other head a hand job when they do that? Does the other just cry and pretend they're in their happy place? I don't know, and I don't want to, but also I kind of want to know. Anyway, Gallywix hired this guy to keep people out of Gally's bedroom or some shit. I would say it's his sex pad, but honestly, who the hell is gonna sleep with what is essentially a greedy pile of snot? So, unfortunately, we gotta kill this ogre fella simply because he's a hired hand and he's doing his job. Not a hand job to his other hand, his bodyguard job. Yeah. So, sorry, buddy, your boss got you killed, but goddamn, boy, you should have just left. Shit, dude. If Muggsy were a shot, I think they would be a weird combination, like a soft melon liqueur chased with a very strong contrast of straight whiskey. That flavor combo would be weird as shit, but so is having 2 heads. What the goddamn fuck? Alright, and then we all know, the final boss is Gallywix. He has, they gave him one of those longer names, I don't know, Mech Boy Gallywix or some shit, something like that. But we get to Gallywix. We all know that's who we're fighting. We get him. He's a fat fuck. Dude probably would get winded just to get off the couch to fight us, so he's got that mech he's in, and his egotistical ass made it look like his own face. You bastard. So, Gally, I just need you to breathe, take a step back, and literally fuck your own face! Anyway, he better be hotboxing in there, because he's about to fucking die. So he might as well enjoy his last moments. But yeah, we go in there, and we kick his ass like usual. Remember when we had to kick his ass in the goblin starting zone? Because even then, we knew he was a greedy piece of shit. But Thrall was like, all right, calm down. I know you're a murderous, greedy, self-involved, egotistical, cheap, lying, no good, rotten, four-flushing, low-life, snake-licking, dirt-eating, inbred, overstuffed, ignorant, blood-sucking, dog-kissing, brainless, dickless, hopeless, heartless, fat-ass, bug-eyed, stiff-legged, spotty-lipped, worm-headed sack of monkey shit, but you can still be trade prince. I don't give a fuck. What the hell was up with that, man? Why, Thrall? Why? Anyway, we gonna kill his fat fucking ass. Who knows what happens after? I don't. I mean, I do know. I got the cinematic spoiled, but whatevs. If Gally were a liquor, he'd probably be a mix of absinthe, the good original kind that makes you see shit, and gravel. Yes, gravel. Because like Gallywix himself, that combination would be nasty and bad for you. Very, very bad for you. And that is the liberation of Undermine. We know you have a choice for poorly described raids, and you chose the wrong one. No, thank you for listening, though. Anyway, it's a mini episode, but I'm still going to pimp our socials. Feel free to follow us. I am at Wooly08 on Instagram and Blue Sky, technically on Twitter, but I've stopped using it. Gershom is, that's 2 O's, 2 L's, and a Y in Wooly. Gershom is at Hunter Gershom, Gershom, that's all one word on Twitter and Blue Sky, and at Hunter Gershom, Gerrshom, again, all one word on Instagram. Boomy is at Boomy Nation, Boomy, Nation as in a country, on Twitter and YouTube, all one word. Johnny is Johnny.tips, JOHNNIE.TIP, as in poop, S, on Discord, and at Johnny.tips on Instagram. Then, of course, I don't have my soundboard up, so Craig! Craig is our very part-time 5th host. He is at Craig Addict on Twitter, CRAIGADDICT. And of course, the show is at ThrallsBallsPod on Twitter. I'm working on getting the Blue Sky. I don't remember if I started it already or not, but we will see. You can email us with any feedback or questions, thrallsballspodcast@gmail.com. You can also leave us feedback on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or even in a specialized reviews channel on our Discord. You can go to thrallsballs.com to find our link tree, all our relevant links, including Discord, but not our personal socials. I haven't put those on there. They can be found there. Anyway, bye, swingers. We love you. Be good.